When the rain washes you, clean your nose. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they play. They win, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you, clean your nose. You know, you will know. Oh, you know. She broke down and left me again. Made me see where I've been. Been down one time, been down two times. Never go back again. You don't know what it means to win. Come down and see me again. Been down one time, been down two times. Never go back again. Open your eyes, look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop listening. You think before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. When I think about the times you come, I know about the things that you've done. If your life was a bad thing, just think what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, you'll see me and you. It may be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. be, it'll be, yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop thinking it'll be more. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Don't you loving you is the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to take this off. Hi. How the devil are you? Oh, let me just change my... That's so great. I can actually do this from my phone. Some say I'm a genius. I mean, when I say one, maybe me. Anyway, hi. I hope you enjoyed last night. I hope it proved fruitful. I think it was. Did KJ just knock a glass over? Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, I hope everyone found it useful. I certainly did. I think I certainly said some of the things I really wanted to say, and I hope I kept what I believe are the most important issues in the forefront of my mind and in that conversation, which are, these are the issues. Men who parade their fetish, I couldn't give a shit why they do it, let me just say. I don't care why they do it. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care why they do it. I don't care if they're disturbed by it. I don't care if they try their very best. I genuinely don't care. I've got no space in my head for their motivations. I just know I don't want it anywhere near me. I don't want it anywhere near anywhere near any children. I don't want it near me. I don't want it near any families. I don't want any woman to be abused, which I think men with fetish, because they're so obsessed with themselves and they're narcissistic, because fetishes, I think, go hand in hand with narcissism. I've never heard of anyone who can do a part-time fetish. As far as I'm concerned, it occupies their every single waking moment of every single day, is organized in a way to satisfy that fetish. And now whether that means that they have to suppress it in order to organize their lives so they can practice their fetish is another issue, but I don't believe that it's switching on and off. I think that is I think that's just it's not. It's absolutely not. So what I want to say is there are different things that everybody has taken from that, and I hope actually overwhelmingly, because I'm sure at the end of it we both had conclusions, or there were things that maybe it's not very often that I leave things left unsaid. Sometimes it is that in order to achieve the thing that I want to within a conversation, I may let some things slide, or I may not address every single point that I might disagree with. But I think what's really helpful is at the end of that, I really think that there would have been a period of reflection and conversation within that organization. And I think that's something that we all desire, because I'm not in the business of trying to sabotage or destroy anybody who doesn't come for me. And then I'm afraid I will destroy you if you try to destroy me. It will be you who is
destroyed because I'm pretty good at it. Anyway, let me just say, can you see it? This, oh my God, look, I'm not that modest on a good day, but I'm so delighted with this. I'm so delighted with this. It is the most glorious little thing, and it's brushed silver because I've got a thing about brushed jewelry, and so it's long enough and it's beautiful. What can I say? I just love it so much. Love it, love it. And I've also got some other things coming in before Christmas. Look at this. Let me just show you while I've got it up. So this is what we're talking about. Kitchen billboards, people. That's what we're talking about. We are talking about Posie soup. We are talking about the TERF. We know what a woman is. We're talking about female. We're talking about female in the style of a lovely orange drink, the suffragette flag, the lovely cat, and the adult human female definition. They are £30 for a set of 3, and you just pick the 3 that you want. So they can be 3 the same, they can be 3 different. It's entirely up to you. I personally know because I've already set aside. I don't have everything that I sell. I don't own everything that I sell. I do live in these hoodies because they are the most comfortable things, and they're so warm and they're so perfect. I just love them. I live in these at the moment. But I'm going to have at least 2 of each of these kitchen billboards. They are pieces of art that can also be used to dry washing up. Anyway, the reason I want you to put this beautiful artwork on your walls or use it to dry up is because, number one, isn't that a great place to have a little conversation where you have something turfy in your kitchen, and then, it's not too overt, but you can start conversations. But when you do that, that's how I can go to Speaker's Corner and enable other women to speak. That's it. This is what I do. This is how I do it. I basically need, I'd like the funding of Stonewall. I'd like government grants. I'd like some crazy rich benefactor to just chuck me a load of dosh. I'd love that. But that doesn't happen here. Everything we do is funded by this incredible merch, and we have to do it. So this necklace, for example, in order for me to do Speaker's Corner, I need to sell about 300 necklaces. It's just the way it goes. I need to sell about 300 necklaces to make sure that I can afford to go to Speaker's Corner and have the required number of clothes protection officers. So anyway, what are kitchen billboards? They are pieces of art. That's what kitchen billboards are. They all have a little turfy message on them. So let's have a look. It's sterling silver. It is. It's 92.5% silver, and then you put in other metals so that it's not soft, basically. Yeah. Look, one thing I'm good at, you beautiful people, is seeing the woods for the trees. Like, genuinely, somebody talks to me and I can hear what they're really saying and I can see the tricks, and I'm not the only person. I don't think I'm magic, but I am really good at it. So I am quite aware when somebody might use a tactic in a conversation to deflect, distract, divert, snipe. I'm quite good at thinking, should I address that? Should I address the distraction? Should I just dismiss it quite quickly? Shall I address the behaviour and not just the content of the distraction? Do I say, oh, you're using distracting techniques, or you're talking a really long time about something totally unrelated, or you are setting up sort of a victim style defense, or you are Davo, or whatever it is. I think it's really important that you can get trapped in that. So just be really mindful. You can get trapped in that when then what you're talking about is what tactics somebody is using and why they're using it, rather than the things that you want to be talking about. So that's what I try to do. I try and always bring it back to the things that need talking about, and don't start talking about the way someone's talking, or, like often people are like, oh, straw manning, sea lioning. Like, number one, I'm never 100% sure what it is that they're doing. And number two, I think that in itself clouds what you're trying to say. So so I know what a straw man is, right? So if somebody's trying to straw man my argument, rather than going, oh, you're saying I'm a straw man, I just say, that's not what I'm saying. So you're arguing a point that I'm not making. I just think that's a little bit more plain speaking, rather than, oh, ad hominem and blah, 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 and you're doing this and you're doing that. And it's all about how clever you are about naming the something that someone's doing as a tactic don't do that. Don't get distracted with that. Just go back to what is it that you want to get from the conversation? What is it that you want to get from the conversation? What is it by the end of that conversation that you want to have made that person address, or you want to have made that person say? And I'm not just talking about the conversation last night. I'm just talking broadly. You just pull people in, and often people tell on themselves. That's what they do. That's what TRAs do all the time. They just tell you. I call it leakage, right? In fact, I used that expression when I was talking to those teachers. They didn't mean to do it. They didn't mean to leak all this stuff about what they did or didn't know. They didn't mean to say that they had no idea what they were doing. They didn't mean to say that, but they did. They didn't mean to tell us that they had no idea what the Equality Act was, but they did. They did tell us. They didn't mean to. That was an inadvertent leak. And people do it all the time. And sometimes the trick of a clever conversation is that you allow people enough time, enough space, uninterrupted, so that you can't start talking about, you're interrupting me. No, you're interrupting me. Well, you said it first. If you give someone the relaxed state in which they feel that they are talking amongst friends, that they can say something and it's not going to be misinterpreted, or it's not going to be mischaracterized, or it's a friendly, amicable, polite conversation, they'll often tell you things that they don't want to tell you. So that's a bit of my advice. Anyway, come to London on Sunday. I am really, really excited about this weekend. It is the last one. I understand there's some other things going on in London, so that's fine. But I would love to see you. But yeah, if you want these to continue during the new year, I'll be trying to put the timetable up. I know Iris is in the chat, so and some of the stewards actually. So hi, stewards. I will be putting up a penciled in itinerary of next year, because I think it would be really good for people to know where we're going to be, so that they can plan and we can kick the year off really well. The USA is on my list next year, 100%. And Canada, I'm going to reapply for my visa, because there's something weird about my visa, so I need to do that again. And yeah, just those tea towels are literally to die for. They really are. Those kitchen billboards. I'm so pleased with myself, and I hope, look, in our Christmas shop, we've got this beautiful little thing. I don't know why the camera can't see that, but that does say dog. And it's tactile. It's all rough and nice. We've also got some other things coming in. So this, for those two, which is a woman, adult, human, female yellow pen, that, my friends, is just £10. Who do you love enough to buy that for Christmas? These obviously wonderful things. It's just nice. It's just really lovely. And then we've got pajamas, calendars, Christmas cards, just lovely, loads of stuff. So yeah, I'm telling you where I'm thinking for September, just to keep this in mind, is I'm thinking of Portugal in September. So yeah, these are just in the American store and the UK store. So I'm sorry about that, but they're not very, they're not very heavy. So if you want them down in Australia and New Zealand or Canada or anywhere, we can post. Okay, right. If you can, even when somebody is anticipating that you're going to be a tyrant, if you can show compassion and kindness and a willingness to find a resolution, then I promise we will win. If you can save that compassion, actually, for anybody except men who are driving this insanity rapidly through their families, then I promise we will win. And do you know why else we're going to win? Because I never lose.